Three, two, one. Jim Steinman sucks. Hey, Tusk, how you doing? Good to see you in the chat. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Get your steaming cup of reason, right? Can't do this without that. So let's see who we got with us today. Of course, we got our usual bunch. Always good to see you guys. Sable, welcome. Hello, Clive. I always know you're going to be here to pull my chain or whatever else. Yeah. Welcome, welcome. Always nice to see you. We got Peter Nuttall with us. Hello, Peter. Good to see you again. And Dr. Nimrod is with us today. Hey, how you doing, Doc? And Tusk. Hello, Tusk. Welcome, welcome. And let's see who else. Anybody else? And Demon Orm. Hello, Demon. Welcome, welcome. Just saw you pop in there. Well, here we are. Another week of just an ugly old talking head. Don't know what we're going to talk about today. Sable asked me earlier what my favorite Celine Dion song is. And my reply is simple. My favorite is the dead spot between songs on the record. That's kind of, what can I say? Yeah. Well, maybe he's a bot, but hey, he's a cool bot. He's got half a plane on his wall. I mean, how can you go wrong with that? And hey, guys, by the way, have you guys been over to Tusk's new fishing channel? You really need to check that out. There's some really nice, peaceful videos that you sit there and just watch, listen to the man rattle on, which I always enjoy. So keep it up, Tusk. You're doing good with that channel, and looking forward to seeing more. Let's see, Sable. What are you talking about? Sutterbound was recorded. No way is anything by Steinman worse than that. There's Tusk. I bet it is. Have a listen. It's shite. Oh, okay. Well, it sure sounds like you. But yeah, anyways, I believe it's, I can't even remember now. I just got my first notification from that channel. I think it was last week or the week before. I actually went and watched it. And I enjoyed it. It was kind of nice and peaceful. Certainly seemed like a nice setting that you were in. I couldn't really identify exactly, but then I'm not familiar with that part of the world, so you have to forgive me. But hey, cool. Anyways, yeah, so lots of stuff going on these days. Once again, there's another senseless shooting that's happened in the U.S. Jeez. Just, it never ends, does it? Just never ends. When are they going to wise up and just take the guns away? It's the only way you're ever going to fix that problem. Oh, well. It's one of those things. Batman is actually the villain? Yeah, okay. Not really into comic book heroes, to be honest with you. Let's see, what else? Let's see. Well, the degradation of the NHS. Well, Sable, that's been happening for decades. Just a slow, even erosion, from what I can understand. Now, memes, yes, they are destroying human society. Memes are awful. Memes are becoming the new instant messaging. Instead of sending something meaningful, you just make up a meme, post it up there on Instagram or something. So, some of the stupidest memes I've ever seen. Oh well, what can you say? Let's see. Yeah, so we're gonna try and get Little Wolf on. He's just having trouble with his connection. It's kind of like coming in and dropping out, So I'm just waiting for him to send me a message that his connection is good or stable, and then I'll fire off a link to him and get him on. But we'll just have to kind of play it by ear for now. I mean, he is welcome to come on because I do owe him a spot. But yeah, we'll see how it does. So, okay, well, there you go. Sable, there's something for you from Tusk. He says that Peacemaker gives a good teardown of Batman. He captures the baddies and puts them in prison, where they kill the guards to escape, and they kill a load of people. He puts them in jail and so on. Blah blah blah. The typical superhero thing. Yeah. Oh, oh, you make a good point, Tusk. He is a fascist, worse than Judge Dredd, and a murderer by proxy. That kind of makes sense. But then most superheroes are kind of like that, huh? I mean, it's all cool that they're superheroes and they go try and save the world, but they take out half of it in the process. I don't get it. Just um, as Sable says at Tusk, some of those places you go fishing look really nice. You should let us know when you're not going to be there so we can visit them ourselves and not meet you. Sable, come on. I think it would be wonderful to bump into Tusk in a river somewhere. Just spend some time chugging some beers, do some fishing. Hey, my sister's here. Hello, Hilda. How are you? Good to see you. Double whammy today, sinus and chest cold, but I'll hang out for a bit. Hey, cool. It's kind of like a residual thing. The hard one hits you, then you get over that, and then you kind of comes back and lingers, and in that kind of same kind of thing. I mean, my sinuses are pretty much cleared. I still do get stuffed up a little bit now and then. My throat's not as sore anymore, but sometimes when you swallow it, kind of it's like there's a rock stuck in there. You know, I still have that a bit, but oh well. Glad you're feeling better. Hope that passes soon and you're back up and running. So welcome, welcome. Always good to see you. Always good to see you. Oh, piss off. Score wants to bump into Tusk in a river. Someone bumped me into a river once. Fiberglass canoe, bow first, straight to the head. Not nice. Well, that's not kind of what I meant, you know. Although you probably had it coming, didn't you? Probably. Huh? 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 You probably pissed somebody off and got it coming. But let's see. Sable says my argument was that he's testing future weapons on poor people, then selling them to the military, who'll surplus them to police forces, who use them to keep the poor people down. Well, that's kind of a cynical look, huh? Oh well. Yeah. So let's see. Not a whole hell of a lot going on, but I did want to come on tonight because I really do want to give I want to give Sir Little Wolf at least a chance to come on. So hopefully he'll gets his internet connection sorted out so I can fire off a link to him. So in the meantime, what else is going on with you folks? Uh, Always good to see Peter. Hi Peter, good to see you, man. Haven't really spoken to you in a while, so maybe we got to fix that and bring you on. Oh, by the way, Tusk, um, send me a DM. We're gonna set up the cat show, hopefully for next week. So if you're up for that, let me know. Send me a DM. Let's get that set up. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be the extension to Dogs Are Mongrels, or All Dogs Are Mongrels. We're gonna take cats apart this time. And then we'll work on budgies and other things like that. uh, TBBT. What the heck is that? I've never heard that before. Hmm. Ooh. So Hilda says she finished Merlin last week. You mean the is that like a television series or something? I haven't watched television in like 10 years, maybe longer. I just lost all interest in it. Mm. Okay, no problem. No problem. So just like I said, send me a DM. Tell me when you're ready, and we're gonna set that up. We're gonna do the cat thing, okay? Because I know you're looking forward to it, and I'm kind of looking forward to the chuckles as well. Cool. Okay, teenage bastard bloody turtles. Oh, okay, okay. I got you. I got you. I hated the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, even when they were popular. I couldn't stand them. I thought they were just the stupidest thing. Okay, Netflix. There you go. So Hilda's been watching Merlin on Netflix. She's just finished it. So if you have any questions about that show, ask her. She'll tell you all about it. That's cool. Hope you enjoyed that. Um, let's see the Big Bang Theory. Half the characters were dredged up from Roseanne. I heard that. I've never watched it. Like I said, I just don't follow TV series anymore. Haven't for over a decade. Uh, just nothing really piques my interest well enough to keep me engaged. Even Game of Thrones, I didn't watch until it was well done and dusted, and then I downloaded all the episodes and just watched through them at my leisure when I was in the mood. You know, but to like every week watch a show at a specific time, nah, not my thing. um, have you seen Wind River? Worst case of perfect white guy with big muscles and a tragic past. Oh, okay. All right. There's so many of those all over the place. Uh, well, yeah, it kind of is Hobbit porn in some spots, isn't it? I mean, it was all right. I thought the production was really well done and some really epic shots, but the story itself kind of all over the place. I mean, one guy screwing over another, everybody getting stabbed in the back. You don't know who you can trust, and in the end, they all just go their separate ways and leave you hanging. And those ice people from the north come to take over the world. I mean, what was that all about? Where'd they come from? You know. But anyways, it was fun to watch, at a bit at a time. So, uh, try Young Sheldon. No thanks. Let's see what else we got. You watched some bits of GOT when you were in the mood. Eh? Watch the incest and rape scenes when you were in the mood for them. Actually, most of them I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to the whole thing, so I might have missed that, except for the one. I think with that bitch queen and her brother, the knight, the golden knight kind of guy. Yeah, that was kind of weird, wasn't it? Oh well. You like bad movies? The stuff like Wind River is just crass. I like the old B movies and stuff, and the old 1950s Italian sand and sandals movies, and the old 50s sci-fi stuff. I mean, real cheese. B movie you could just tell, but those were fun. I like watching those. Demons. I watch SAS Rogue Heroes because they filmed scenes at my work. Well, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, you're in the industry, so you probably have an affinity for it more than most of the rest of us do. But the ice people were the Scots. I can believe that. Tusk, is that true? I bet you it's true. Don't lie. I bet you it's true. The ice people were Scots. Hmm. Yeah, in very much. Yeah, I would have to agree. They were kind of doing the Lord of the Rings epic thing, Um, they pulled it off in some places, horribly missed in others, uh, but freaking excellent visual effects on the dragons, though. I'll say that much. 60s sci-fi. Barbarella, yeah. Flash Gordon, yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. Even some of the 70s and 80s stuff, like remember the original Death Race with David Carradine and Sylvester Stallone, and that was a great one. What was another? Logan's Run. Remember that? That was a great sci-fi movie. Real cheesy, but not bad. There are so many of them from that whole period, from the 50s through to the early 80s, when things were really cheesy. You could tell it was B grade, you know? But hey, what the hell? They were fun. That was the whole point. They were fun, you know? See, Tuss says, I love stuff like Teenage Zombie Go Killers from Space. Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, that was the whole point of those movies, right, Tusk? I mean, they weren't meant to be taken seriously. They were just for the giggles and the guffaws and the really cheap animations and graphics. You know, the the models you knew were hanging from plastic strings. Uh, I mean, come on. When did a spaceship ever jiggle around like that through space? you know, I mean, you just knew this was fake as fake could be, but it was fun. It was a giggle. It was just really good fun. And the old Godzilla movies. Remember those? In the Saturday matinees at the local theaters when I was a kid. Used to all every weekend they'd have Godzilla movies followed up with Ultraman movies. That old Japanese stuff. Those were fun as hell. I mean, how fake could you be? But man, that was so much fun. Some of the old Sherlock Holmes are really good with Basil Rathbone. They had to be Basil Rathbone. Um, yeah, they were quite enjoyable. Flash, Flash, I love you. We only have 14 hours to save the Earth. That's right. We'll do it with 2 minutes to spare. Yeah, I think there's a few of us out there that are old enough to remember Flash Gordon. I never really watched him much when I was younger, but as I got older and I started to get into that older stuff, I started looking for it and watching them and giggle my ass off. But they were fun. I enjoyed watching them. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try, Sable. Not even gonna try. I'd like to see you come on and and, and say that without slipping your tongue. Just I got to do that one day. Um, the Room. I can't recall if I've seen The Room or not. I really can't. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to have to check that out and see just how appalling it is. 80s Buck Rogers sucked. That sucked big time. You just, no. Buck Rogers, Flash Gordon, that stuff, you have to see the original 50s ones, the way they were originally made. The remakes, like the 80s Buck Rogers, that just, nah. Just a rip off, trying to cash in on the Buck Rogers theme or name, you know? I didn't even know there was one. Clive, I didn't even know. Ralph Bakshi animated version. Hmm, that is a pity. I didn't even know there was one. I'll be completely honest. No idea at all. Hey, Jens. Good to see you, man. Buckaroo Banzai. Yeah. Oh, what was another one? Um, Tank Girl. Remember Tank Girl? That was fun. Uh, Damnation Alley. I love that one. That was a great one. Let's see. A couple other ones. There was a couple other ones that were really, really good. Oh, I can't remember them now. No, there wasn't a 50s Battlestar Galactica. Not that I'm aware of, no. That was 70s all the way. Flesh. Get your head out of the gutter, Peter. Flesh Gordon. Well, I guess you could say it's B grade porn. Yeah, the less said, the better. uh, geez, I'm trying to think of a couple other ones that were really, really. Um, there was one, and I can't remember. I think it was called Soldier with Kurt Russell. He played a future soldier that where they were like totally conditioned. They had their ranks and shit ID tattooed on their cheek, and they were just raised as like automatons. They were taken at birth and just raised to be fighting machines, kind of thing. And they found out they figured out he was no good to them anymore, so they dumped him on a garbage planet or something where they had people actually still living there, and it became some kind of a yeah, I remember that. I think it was called Soldier. Good movie, actually. It wasn't bad at all. When I was a kid, we had movie day, after school, and holiday care group. Didn't have a license or any money. So at 3 p.m. on Wednesday, we would sit and watch 50s B movies. That sounds like it would have been just a hoot. I'd have been there every week. Oh, man, that's so cool, man. What else? Forgive me, I still have the frogs. Not those kind. Everybody else hated. Yeah, I would have fallen in love with them too. I think those old 50s B movies were the best, man. I actually had a toy that they had used as a monster in one of them. A big rubber crab. That's cool, man. One of the best old sci-fi movies I've ever seen was H.G. Wells' uh, Things to Come. Really, really good. Really good. I think it was made in the 30s. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It was Soldier. Yeah, dreadful movie, but it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Uh, Pre Terminator attempt. The unstoppable robot wipes out commandos, but turns out to be long lost brother and saves the world. Okay. Do you remember the name? If you remember the name of that movie, type it in the side chat. I think I may have seen that. I've been watching a lot of those old movies lately, wherever I can find them. Kermit, get out. Let's see. I do remember that the robot had silver spray paint for trousers. Well, that's like half the movies out of the 50s. uh, let's see. Hammer horror films were fun, even if they were an exercise in kitschcraft. I don't recall a Hammer. I'm going to have to check those out too, man. I'm not really a big horror fan. Never really liked horror movies. There have been the odd one that have been cool, but for the most part, I've just never been into horror. You know, uh, V, that was awesome. That was a great mini series in the 70s, man. That was awesome. V, The Visitors. Um, the remake sucked, but the original series was fun. It was really cool. And that logo they had on the side of their shapes, tell me that wasn't a bastardized swastika, you know? Come on. But it was a fun series. It was a fun mini series. Let's see. Quartermass and the Pit. Okay, I'm gonna check those out, Clive. I'm gonna check those out. Best sci-fi movies: The Quiet Earth, Event Horizon, The Abyss. Oh man, that was good. Oh yeah, especially if you watch the almost 3 hour long director's cut. Man, that was a good movie. I enjoyed that. And then there was another. There was another one that was done not too long after. Kind of a cheesy attempt at jumping on the abyss coattails, and it was called Deep Star Six. It was a fun movie. I did kind of enjoy it, but it was a really bad attempt at latching onto the abyss's coattails. you know, hell comes to Frogtown. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and Dark Star. Yeah, I remember Dark Star. Um, what else? There was another one that comes to mind that, oh shit, it escapes me right now, but it was fun. Um, hmm, I can't remember now. That's gonna bug me. I'm trying to figure out damn, I can't remember it now. Um, yeah, and it comes to mind, but I just can't. I can't think of it. Well, I'm still waiting to hear from Sir Little Wolf. Nothing yet, so his connection is probably piss poor. But um, when I was into them, it was both. I enjoyed both equally well. But since the departure of the Next Generation crew, and since the end of uh, well, the original trilogy of Star Wars, I lost some interest. I tried to follow a couple of the episodes for Star Wars that came after the first three, but a lot of great special effects, but didn't have the meat of the story like the first three did. Uh, and as far as Star Trek is concerned, I watched the original faithfully when I was a kid. I was really happy when it finally came out with the Next Generation in the early '80s. Watched that religiously right through, and I equally enjoyed Voyager and Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine actually really grew on me because it was the only one where nobody went anywhere. All the action came to them. Uh, it was really I enjoyed Deep Space Nine. I thought that was a really well done series. I did not like Enterprise. I thought no, they were going back to pre Kirk with that, and it was all right, but it didn't click with me like Kirk and the boys in the original Star Trek. So yeah, but I can't really say I'm a bigger fan of one or the other because I enjoyed both. It's only been the latest stuff, the newer stuff, especially with Star Trek and Star Wars. I just it doesn't hold my interest anymore as it used to. Let's see. Just said there's a channel I like called Jason Brandt, where he, his wife, and friend watch crappy old movies and tear them to pieces. Um, I think I know that channel, there's another one that I've been watching recently because they've been airing some really good old movies. I just skip through the bits where they're on screen between, like they'll cut out sections, come on, talk about it, and then continue the movie. It's called Creature Features. They do sci-fi and horror and all that stuff. Um, the host and the characters that review the movies or tear the movies apart or comment, uh, I could do without them. But like I said, fast forward through all that crap. Just watch the actual movie because they show the whole movie. Uh, so yeah, Creature Features. That's another one. Just the same kind of idea. Yeah, you're right. They were trying way too hard, and they just botched it. They just really botched it at the end. I mean, it just didn't carry it. Sorry to say, I'm sure there's people out there who are big Enterprise fans, but I did not like it. The first episode, like the pilot, that was cool because it kind of gave you a glimpse into the way things came about that led up to Kirk. But after that, I quickly lost interest. Quickly lost interest. Um, well, yeah, I've never been a Creature fan either, but like I said, they do play or run some great old sci-fi movies, and that's why I always check in there, see what they've got going on. Some really great old movies. Hey, your pal Al. Hello, how are you, sir? Welcome, welcome. I missed you popping in, um, but oh no, wait, yeah, okay. Sorry, I didn't call you out. I didn't give you a holla. So holla. Good to see you, my friend. Um, Robert Englund, who played Freddy Krueger, who played one of that lizard alien who became a good guy. I'm not familiar, Peter. I'm not familiar. Find the title and I'll check it out for sure. That one I'm not familiar with either. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Manos Hands of Fate. Uh, yeah, it doesn't ring a bell. Sorry, Sable, doesn't ring a bell. Um, well, yeah, as I was trying to say before, I agree with you. I've never been a Creature fan. More just the old silliness and just the fun of it. The real fun of it. Archangel, hey, how you doing, Ark? Good to see you, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Oh, let's see. A movie recommendation from me. Gaia. It's a South African film that needs more exposure. Somewhere between Antichrist, Annihilation, and the worst acid trip you ever had. Cool. I'll check it out. And if it's any worse than District 9, I'll come looking for you. uh, Mystery Science Theater 3000. The guy had sentenced to 21 years reviewing bad movies. The evil boss and her minions mocked him for having to suffer through them. Ha ha ha. I remember that. Let's see. Well, I'm trying to think of them. There've been so many that I've been like I said before. I've really been getting into the really old 50s and early 60s Italian sand and sandal movies, like the Hercules movies and the Roman movies, the gladiators and stuff. Really cheesy, bad acting of 50s and 60s bodybuilders who the generation before Schwarzenegger, okay, before Arnold, the old school muscle men who did movies. Um, I've been watching a lot of them, uh, and I'm really enjoying it because they're so damn cheesy, you know, but so much fun. Let's see if I can actually come up with a couple of titles for you that you guys might actually enjoy. Um, what's up? Oh, did I miss something? District 9 was a great film. Really? I thought it was kind of stupid, to be honest. But hey, if you enjoyed it, good on you, mate. I didn't. I thought it was a fun idea, and I did watch it all the way through, but it left me kind of, well, that was dumb. But then again, that's just me. Um, are there any new movies? The ending of Elysium was ripped off from Blood Diamond. The end of The Hurt Locker was a pathetic shadow of an opening voiceover of Apocalypse Now, etc. Well, I would have to kind of agree with you on both counts there. Das Boot was the ultimate classic war movie. Anybody who says anything disparaging about that movie ought to be shot. That was probably one of the best wartime submarine movies ever made. Even the newer ones don't hold a candle. I mean, for that whole movie, you felt like you were trapped in that submarine with them. Just, oh man. Das Boot was the best movie ever. I don't know about a mini series, 1981. The Thing, yeah. Well, The Thing is a classic. I mean, everybody knows The Thing, right? I mean, who doesn't know The Thing? It's kind of like uh, when it comes to John Carpenter, The Thing is his crown. You know, just like with Stephen King, it's it. You know, I mean, who doesn't know The Thing? Okay, well, maybe I am stupid, but it didn't resonate with me, buddy. I'm sorry, but it just didn't. Um, but who knows? I could be wrong. Maybe I should give it another look and see. But I don't know. I just no, I didn't get it. It didn't grab me. You know, the Italian Job. Okay. Uh, oh yeah, absolutely brilliant. Brotherhood. Das Boot Brotherhood. Come come and see, and Letter from Iwo Jima was good. Stalingrad. The Thin Red Line was awesome. Um there was another one. Came out not too far after, or maybe before The Thin Red Line. Um, another great war movie. Oh, you want to talk about classic war movies, man? Kelly's Heroes. God, who didn't like Kelly's Heroes? That was awesome. Patton, um, the Bridge on the River Kwai, probably one of the best Japanese Pacific theater war movies ever. Uh, there was A Bridge Too Far, bit of a long movie, but fantastic movie. Uh, yeah, so many, so many. Um, The Guns of Navarone. Remember the Guns of Navarone? Anthony Quinn, David Niven. Oh man, come on. I mean, how do you beat movies like that? You don't. They're just they're classics. Uh, okay, I understand. I understand. Okay, all right, I get it now. I get it now. I did not know that. I really did not know that. I thought it was only ever released as a full length movie in the theaters, uh, and then was re-aired on TV as the original movie, which is how I first saw it, and I fell in love with that movie. It's awesome. Well, I thought Stalingrad was actually pretty good. I do. Um, well, yeah, but then you're comparing uh, a pretty good movie to an absolute king, an absolute gem. You know, Barbarossa was great. Took 2 weeks and a couple of yeah. Um, oh, one of my favorite movies of all time, Lawrence of Arabia. I could watch that movie 100 times and never get tired of it. That was such an incredible story. A Bridge Too Far, yes, fantastic. Yeah, the bridge at Antwerp, Operation Market Garden. Well, it kind of has special meaning for me because I was born in the Netherlands. I was born in the Netherlands, not too far from Antwerp, in Haarlem, which is central Netherlands. So it's a very much a part of the history of the country I was born in. Even though I left the Netherlands when I was only a chap of like 5 years old, you know, I grew up in Canada. It's really the only home I've ever known. But the Dutch history and culture has been replete throughout my family. It's always been part of my family life. You know, everything at home is Dutch. So I grew up really in a uh, Dutch household. But as far as home is concerned, Canada is the only home I've ever really known. So I consider myself 100% Canadian. Pretty damn proud of it too, to be honest. I don't know if my sister Hilda's out there listening, but I'm sure she probably understands. But yeah, that the Dutch heritage is very deeply ingrained. So, and that story, huge part of that history. Well, they mostly sucked, but they were necessary people therapy for people who had lived them for real, made themselves the hero of the stories, and it was all jutting jawlines and rousing. Well, yeah, kind of. I mean, that was the whole point, right? It was a rah, uh, uh, building up the troops kind of thing, and uh, back in it was. What can you say? Hollywood is an American institution, so obviously everything's going to be pro U.S., right? But war movies are, although they can be cheesy, some of them can be bad, some of them are great. Um, but they are part of that era of movie making. You know, it was a big thing. The Dirty Dozen, that was fun. I mean, it was fun. I enjoyed that movie. It wasn't necessarily the best acting. Pretty damn good story when you think about it, and it was just I enjoyed it. You know, The Eagle Has Landed. Yes, as a matter of fact, I read the book first, and then when the movie came out, uh, yeah, a great movie. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, yeah, you can see why they were made. Absolutely, absolutely. And that was going on well into the '60s, well into the '60s. Uh, But then they were just coming out of Korea at that point too, Korean War, and they were heading into the conflict here in Vietnam. And I mean, war movies are always going to be a staple in Hollywood, even today. You know. Oh yeah, I mentioned them before. Absolutely, classic '70s Godzilla films. Yeah, me and my friend Jimmy, back home in Montreal, we had a small theater in our suburb, and they used to have Saturday matinees. It was all Godzilla movies and Ultraman. Remember Ultraman? Cool, eh? Oh yeah, absolutely. Go for it, Nimrod. Go for it. Enjoy. Enjoy. Diabrook, schoolboys trying to stop the invasion. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Sometimes they try to be too grungy and too realistic, and they miss the point, or they miss the mark, uh, or they just try to over glamorize the U.S. side of the story, or the the non-communist side of the story, and I don't agree with that either. Um, and if everybody who does anybody who doesn't know, probably the biggest classic is Apocalypse Now, and the story of the production of that movie and the people involved and some of the things that went on is almost more chilling than the movie itself. And then there was one, my God, I watched it, and I swear to God, I had just these horrible, horrible nightmares afterwards, because I kept waking up thinking I was the one in that situation, and that was The Deer Hunter. Chilling, chilling movie. Um, yeah, yeah. Well, you're right, Tusk. I mean, Apocalypse Now was the classic, and yeah, I mean, the rest can fuck off pretty much, pretty much. um, let's see, what was another actually good one? Um, well, I can't really think of any other good ones, Tusk. Yeah, Apocalypse Now and Full Metal Jacket were pretty much the two best to cover that era, and everything else was just an over glorified. Uh, those commies are the bad guys kind of movies, you know. I enjoyed Good Morning Vietnam. It was a fun kind of movie. It had its laughs, it had its moments, but in general, I didn't enjoy it near as much as Full Metal Jacket or Apocalypse Now. All Quiet on the Western Front. Yes, that was a great movie. Really good movie. Well done. Very well done. Who was the? Oh my God, who was the actor in that? I think it was the same guy who was in that TV show, The Waltons. Remember? Good night, Ma. Good night, Paul. Good night, John Boy. I think it's the same guy who played in that. Let's see, the Playboy Bunny, who used to train the birds at Busch Gardens, was played by Playboy Bunny. Hmm. Okay. And the Mad Bastards making the film had originally tried to make it in Vietnam under pretense of making a document. Yes. Yeah. And Martin Sheen had a pretty rough go, pretty rough time during the production of that movie. Um, yeah. You can see how badly losing affected the U.S. and yeah. Well, that's the Rambo was just. Just a guy who went nuts. Um, just acted out on his bad memories. The whole, oh, I'm so fucked up from all of this. I need to escape and find myself. And somebody comes along, kicks him in the balls, and that's it. He's off on a rampage and kills off half the country. Rambo never made any sense to me at all. And some of the other ones with, what's his name? The karate dude. All those missing in action movies. They're shit. Marlon Brando, yeah, he was kind of chilling. I mean, that guy creeped you out, But he was that movie. He was that movie. Yeah. Um, yeah. So, yeah, but I've been getting into those old movies. Let's see. I was going to give you guys a list of some of the movies. Oh, an old war movie that I really enjoyed was The Battle of Britain. Great movie, really was. Let's see. Um, 1945, Caesar and Cleopatra. From 1962, Caesar and the Conqueror, or Caesar the Conqueror. I just watched recently a really good movie called Caravans from 1978, and it stars Anthony Quinn. Really, really was a good movie. Really was a good movie. Esther and the King with Richard Egan and Joan Collins. That was a great movie. There's so many. I mean, it'd take me forever to go through them all. Oh, I like those old movies like Jason and the Argonauts and Sinbad, and those are all good movies. Another one is a good war movie. Was from 1941. I just watched it recently. Parachute Battalion. That was good. Anyways, yeah, there's so much, so many. Okay, so here's the thing about PTSD. We don't go nuts and overthrow a commie regime. We sit in front of the tea with a bottle of gut rot, trying to think of reasons to stay alive till tomorrow. Happy times. Yeah, and I certainly feel for everybody who suffers. I really do. They certainly need all the help we can give them. But Rambo was just the Rambo movies themselves seem to be almost like, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it. What's that, Sable? Help yourselves, everybody. The first example of we must be winning because they've started playing our tune, or is it an older tradition? That sounds like a pretty good list of movies. Cool. I might just have to look up a couple of those and download them and watch them myself. I don't recall seeing any of them. Interesting. Anyways, it's that time, folks. I got to put up the name that place. And if you can identify this spot in here, Vietnam, you're welcome to join me on the show whenever you feel like you have the time. So here we go. Name that place. Hmm. Let's see. I'm just checking and see. Okay, I still have not heard from Little Wolf, so looks like his connection's up and down and not really able to connect. So if you are listening, Sir Little Wolf, and you figure you can come on, even for a couple of minutes, you're welcome to. Just send me that message so I can fire off a link to you. So yeah. So there you go. Okay, well, I don't know what else really to talk about, guys. Kind of just another talking head for this week, 6th of November. I can't believe it's November already. Holy mackerel! I mean, we're only just about over a month away from Christmas. I can't believe that. This whole year has just been flying by. Hmm. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Yeah. So, any ideas where this place might be, guys? I got about another, my usual, 3-minute reel on the place after we have a winner. It is Rambo's Oyster Bar and Flashback Grill, Da Nang. You are so close to the mark. You are so close to the mark. Tusk, I swear to God. And I bet you if you could rent that place out and turn it into a pub or something, that'd probably be exactly what Rambo would do. Oyster Bar and Flashback Grill. Yeah, that's right. You won last week, so. But I'm just trying to help people along. Tusk is pretty damn close to the mark. So, anybody else there? No, it's not Grimsby. Sorry, Clive, not Grimsby. Although I'd love to get you on the show, mate. Love to get you on the show. You've been on with Rob on his channel. Come on, man. You owe me at least a short appearance on my channel. Come on, Clive. You know it. You could poke fun at me to my face. Oh man. So any takers? Any guesses? Anybody at all? Yeah. Thanks, Tusk. Yeah, absolutely. Come on, my son at Clive Wells. Come on, man. No, it's not. It's not cheating. It's not cheating. Not at all. Not at all. At this point, I'd do anything to get Clive on, so he can poke fun at me, but I can poke fun back at him. Hmm. I think I'll make for an interesting conversation. It'd be fun. It'd be cool. It'd be hilarious. Wouldn't it, Clive? Come on. You know you want to. You know you want to. Come on. Okay, so what do you think, guys? Tusco's really close to the mark. It's not far off from Da Nang. Matter of fact. I mean, actually, to get to this place, Da Nang is one of two jumping off points for most of the tourists that go there. even though it is a bit off the beaten path. Cool. Yeah, I mean it's really it's nothing more than really a day trip. Some nice photo ops and some interesting bit of history. But yeah, it's a cool place to visit. If you're in Vietnam, you might as well. Um, Ethiopia. No, it's not Ethiopia, Sable. Get lost. No, Clive, it's not Wilmington on the Sea. Come on. You can do better than that, Clive. Come on. I know you can. You want to. You want to. I know. I know. Come on, you lot. Do you want the GPS coordinates? Exactly, Tusk. Exactly. I mean, I've given you ample hint to get you almost right on the mark. What do I have to do? Tell you the second place where you jump off to go for a tour? Aha. Now you see, there's a person who's crafty. Aha. You see what I did there? And by the way, if you're out there lurking, crafty, hope you're doing well, dear. We miss you. Get in touch with me, okay? I really want to hear from you. I want to know you're doing okay. All right. Cool. No, it's not. And I'm not even going to try to say it, so don't even try to make me. Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to get under his skin. You know, Tusk? I'm just trying to. Yeah. And Crafty's a damn sight prettier, too. Well, anyways, we'll leave it up there for a bit more and see if anybody can glom onto it, nail it, identify it. Uh, but as I said, if you want to visit this place in Vietnam, then you would probably want to uh, actually get on a tour from Da Nang. And there's also one going to the same place that runs out of Hoi An. Both of them have tours that take you here. Uh, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's a quick day trip. It's only about an hour and a half to get there from either one of those two cities. An hour, hour and a half, uh, and some interesting stuff to see there. Like I said, some really good photo ops and some very unique part of Vietnamese history that not many people are aware of. You know, which is why it's not completely off the beaten path, but a little bit. Not nearly as many tour groups and tourists go there as you would expect. She has longer skin. No. Baby Shark Emporium in Ho Chi Minh City. No. No. Be warned, an hour and a half on a bus in Da Nang is as close to the cooler from World War movies as you'll ever want to get. True, but the tour that comes out of Da Nang, uh, and I think from Hoi An as well, will take you out there in war era Jeeps, still with the camo paint and the jerry can in the back. The Willys Jeeps they used here during the war. They just refurbished them and use them as cars to take people on trips to this place. They use them all over Vietnam for things like this. 22 hours on a minibus. Oh my God. Well, yeah, during TET, forget it. If you haven't booked your travel at least 2 months beforehand, you're not going nowhere in TET unless you're willing to put up with something like that. 22 hours on a minibus? Where the hell were you going? Man, that's unbearable. That's unbearable. Ah, hello, Nimrod. Welcome back. Welcome back. A very unique piece of Vietnamese history. A free gift to Tusk. See, Tusk, Clive has given you a gift. Let's see. Right. Get Clive on next time. He has just challenged me to a fight. Absolutely. Okay, let's do it. Let's bring you and Clive on together. Duke it out. Well, not duke it out physically, but duke it out verbally. Yeah. We'll make the cats the referee. That'd be fun. A spicy chicken filet roll with melted cheese and some sausage rolls and iron brew to wash it down. Oh, man, that sounds so damn spicy. So damn tasty. So damn good. I love a nice sausage roll right now. Haven't had one in ages. Mm. Okay, Sable. Hoi An to Hanoi. Wow. That is a long trek. That is a long trek. Oh, God. I really, an English dickhead making racist remarks about the driver. Yeah, well, they're all over the place. Just, grrr. What's Pearl been cooking all this time? Here, frying pan and chopping. She's making pasta with chicken and a mushroom uh, glaze or a mushroom sauce. Um, yeah, she's been up to her usual. Yeah, it's starting to smell pretty good. It's my din dins after the show. Uh, yeah, I'm sure. Probably, well, for you, it's import, isn't it? Import's always going to be expensive. The Day of the Triffids was a good film, especially when they started playing the banjos. You're cruel, Clive. You're cruel. You hear that, Tusk? He's cruel. Huh? Funny as fuck, but cruel. There, see? Tusk is Iron Brew is piss. It's fucking disgusting. It's kind of like British version of Corona. Just monkey piss in a bottle. That ain't beer. It's colored water. Oh well. So nobody's going to take the bait, eh? Nobody knows this place. Come on, guys. It's like, um, yeah. Okay. So let's say, for example, if this was Vietnam, way up here is Da Nang, and way down here is Hoi An, and both of them will take you on tours to this place. And matter of fact, well, I'll tell you later. Yeah, I know, but they just refuse. They just refuse. What do you think, Tusk? Should I spill the beans and just let them have it? Give them the name of the place, or should I hold up? Okay, all right, cool. It's a place in Vietnam. You win. Not that easy. Come on, man. Come on. It's actually a lot better known than you think. Yeah, okay. Okay, if they don't want to play, then they don't get to play. You have a point, Tusk. You most certainly have a point. Mm-hmm. Oh, Tusk, by the way, how was that chicken? I watched that video. That looked delish. I hope you enjoyed that. I gotta try that one. It's just another variation of one you did a while back. Yeah, that looked good. Okay. Well, that was a clue and a half. How many more clues you need? Ah, it was well tasty. I'm making it today again for my meal. Cool. It certainly looked tasty. It really did. Hmm. Okay. Southeast Vietnam. If that's what your guess is, then I'm going to have to say no. You're way off. It's not. Sorry. Well, I'll just give it 2 or 3 more minutes, and then I'll pop up the answer. Oh, looks like we got a Discord coming in. Um, those pictures that you sent me are actually um, near the um, oh god, what's not Hoi An, but Hue. The well, it's not far. It's not far from Hoi An. It's the Golden Temple or something. I can't remember the name of the place. But yeah, it's kind of related. You can actually get that site, the pictures that you sent me, in within the same tour package. If you go with a group, like take one of the registered tours, they'll take you to all of those sites. But, nice pictures, by the way. Thanks for sending me those. Okay, let's. Damn, just you expect me to know that? I'm home in Ireland and I don't even know the names of the streets I grew up around. Dr. Nimrod, one of the temples at Nissan. Don't tell Jeff I told you. Okay, I didn't hear that. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Okay. All right, Doctor. Dr. Nimrod. Okay, I didn't see that. Honest to God, promise. I don't. Do you know where it is? Do you know the place? Hey, we got a winner. We got a winner. Woohoo. Yeah, it's Misan. Misan. Absolutely. Good one. So you want to come on next week, Nimrod? You can come on next week because Tusk can't come on next week because he has some special visitors coming. So he'll be on probably the week after or whenever we can schedule that. But if you want to come on next week, man, that'd be cool. Haven't talked to you in a while. Can have some fun. Huh? So here you go, folks. This is called the Misan Holy Land or the Misan Sanctuary. Um, and it is about 50 or 60, no, maybe closer to about 100 kilometers, either heading southwest or northwest from Da Nang or Hanoi, or not Hanoi. Da Nang or Hoi An. So yeah, there you go. So I'm gonna freshen up my coffee. In the meantime, I'm gonna play the travel tips, or not travel tips, but the sights and sounds. Well, you know, the photo reel of Misan Holy Land, and I will be right back. Runs about 3 minutes, so be right back, folks. Here we go. And there you go, folks. That was Misan Holy Land, or also called Misan Sanctuary. Uh, and if you're into mountain biking or biking in general, like I know you are, Tusk, you can actually book bicycle tours out of Da Nang or Hoi An, and you can ride the bike through the countryside all the way up to Misan. Uh, an interesting day trip. And those noodles you saw there are called mi wang, very popular. Um, and there was one dish there was mi wang with frog legs. Uh, so that's the kind of specialty in that area, Da Nang, Hoi An. So yeah, excellent. So hello, Blue Feather. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Yes, I am. I am doing well. I hope you are as well. And Mr. 42, hello, sir. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you, my friend. Good day, good day. And uh, no such thing as late. But yeah, we are going to be wrapping it up in about another 5 minutes or so. But okay, cool. So next week we're going to have Nimrod on. Going to have some fun. I've had him on before, and we had a really, really good laugh. So I'm looking forward to doing that with him next week again. So everybody, make sure you come on down and get your digs in on Dr. Nimrod. I know I will, and I'm certain he's going to get his in on me and the rest of you. So that should be fun. That should be fun. And again, as soon as Tusk and I can work out a day, we're going to have him on, and we're going to do our great debate about cats. Well, not really a debate, more of a mutual hatred, I guess, of cats. So that should be fun. The flips, there you go. The flip side of the All Dogs Are Mongrels show that we did a while back. So that should be fun. So yeah. Other than that, still have not heard from. I have not heard from Little Wolf, so I guess he's just having too much trouble with his internet. So we'll keep trying week to week and see if we can get Sir Little Wolf on, because he did win this name the place a while back, so he's earned a spot. And hopefully one day we'll get lucky and we'll get him on. So other than that, is there anything else that we need to be bringing up before we shut this thing down? Let's see. Tusk says he's making a PowerPoint presentation called Cats. What do they want, and why don't they just fuck off? That's fantastic. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, that's going to be good. Oh, man. DM me, buddy. We got to schedule this soon. Ooh, yum, yum. There'll be a few recipes in there, too. Cool, cool. Well, so that's it, guys. I don't know what else to really bring up. We're just about out of time. So once again, I just want to say thank you to everyone for coming out. Always good to see all of you. And for those that didn't make it today, if you guys see them around, give them a big hello from Score. And now that sounds tasty. What do you think, Score? What do you think, Tusk? Huh? What do you think? That sounds pretty damn tasty. But anyways, katsu. Okay, well, I think we're going to leave it there. I don't want to give away too much. Yeah, so that's it, everyone. I'm just about done for today. Go have my din-dins, get myself prepped for classes tomorrow. So thanks for coming out, everyone. Always great to have you here. And we'll see you again next week, okay, folks? So, yeah. We got 2 minutes to go, but I'm just going to pull the plug early on this one. I'm getting a bit. So, yeah. Okay, so there you go. Nimrod's on next week, and we'll take it from there. And see you all later. Ciao. Have a good one, everyone. Bye-bye.